Hey guys, in this video we're going to discuss how to draw the butt joint in Onshape. So as you can see, I'm already signed into Onshape and I'm underneath my Documents tab, and the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and create a document, and I'm going to do that by going to Create Document, and then I'm going to name it Butt Joint. Once you create a document, you will see that the front, right, and top planes appear. You will see that you have your Documents menu up here, and you will see that you have your feature tools right underneath of your document menu. On the left-hand side, you have your planes that you can view. You have your origin. On the right-hand side, you have your cube that will change the different views for you. And then you have another option down here that you can change to the view. So to start off my butt joint, I'm going to come down here to where it says Part Studio, and I'm going to right click and I'm going to rename it, and I'm going to call it Front and Back. And then after that, I'm going to create a sketch on the front view. So I'm going to click Sketch, and then I'm going to click Front View, and then I'm going to hide my top and right side views so I don't get confused. And then I'm going to right click and hit View Normal to Sketch Plane. That allows me to view the front view from straight on. After that, I'm going to use my rectangle tool to draw my front and back. So my rectangle tool is up here, and I'm going to use a corner rectangle. Remember, there are two options. You have corner rectangle or center point rectangle. We're going to use the corner rectangle, and I'm going to start at the origin. And my size of for my front and backs are going to be 12 inches long and 5 inches high. Zoom out, and then I know my sketch is complete because it is shaded. The area is shaded gray, so I can go ahead and finish my sketch. And then you can either extrude it from this view, or you can right click and view it in an isometric standpoint. I always like doing that because it helps me see the depth of the object. Then I'm going to hit extrude, and it's going to ask for a face or sketch. You're going to extrude the fascia that you just drew, so you're going to click on that, and then you're going to change the depth to 3/4 of an inch or 0.75. You can type in decimal form or you can type in fraction form. It doesn't matter. Once you do that, you hit the green check, and there is your front and back. So there's your front and back piece. To create a new Part Studio, you do not have to go back into your documents and create a new document. Come down here and you click on this plus button. It says Insert New Element. You click that and you click Create Part Studio. And sort of like how Google Sheets work, a new tab will appear at the bottom of your screen. We're going to right click that, click Rename, and we're going to call it Right and Left. Alright, since this is the right side view, we're going to do our sketch on the right plane. So we're going to hit Sketch, we're going to select Right Plane, and I'm going to hide my top and front, and I'm going to right click and hit View Normal to Sketch Plane. Again, I'm going to use my corner rectangle tool, and I'm going to start at the origin, and this time my rectangle is going to be 8 inches long, and it's still going to be the same height, which is 5 inches. Alright, I know my sketch is complete because my area is shaded gray, so I finished the sketch. Then I'm going to right click and click Isometric. And then you need to extrude your sketch that you just drew, so you're going to hit Extrude. And again, you'll need to click on the faces or the sketch regions to extrude. In this case, we're going to click on the sketch that we just drew. And then we need to change the depth to the same depth as our front and back, which is 3/4 of an inch. Once that is done, we're going to hit the green check. And now the only additional step that we have to do for the right and left is I want to be able to distinguish the difference between my right and left and front and back. So I'm going to right click and I'm going to hit Edit Appearance. Edit Appearance lets you change the color of the part that you are working in. So I'm going to click on yellow and then click the green check, and now it's changed to yellow. So I have my front and back, I have my right and left. Now I need to assemble them. This is where it can get a little difficult. So when you start a document, you will always have an assembly tab created for you. So after you do your drawing, so for example my front and back and right and left, all right, you just click on Assembly tab, and this is where you will put the pieces together. To insert a piece, you come up to Insert, and then you're going to have two options here. You're going to have Part Studios or Assemblies. All right, we haven't assembled anything, so we're going to click Part Studios, and you can see that my front and back and my right and left are both there. I'm going to insert the front and back, and once you click on it, only click on it one time, and then click again to place. All right, if you click on this a bunch of times, it will insert as many front and backs as many times as you click. So if you click on this 5 times, it will insert 5 front and backs. Same thing with right and left. So only click on it one time, and then click in the drawing or the assembly area to place the part. Once you have inserted that, all right, go ahead and hit the green check. All right, now we don't want this piece to move. So there's a couple ways you can do this. You can right click the part and hit Fix, or you can right click up here and hit Fix. Once you fix it, there will be a little symbol that appears that says part is fixed. Now if you try to move this, you cannot move it. It will not let you move it. All right, that's pretty important, because when you start inserting a bunch of parts and you get confused, all right, you at least want one part that you can assemble to the other parts, and you know that part doesn't move. So this is the front of my sort of outline of my box. All right, I'm going to go back to Insert, and I'm going to insert now a right side. And remember, click once, then click again to place, hit the green check. All right, now we need this side right here to connect to this piece right there. So I'm going to use what is called the Fasten Mate connector. So I click that, and then you need to hover over an end or edge of an object. And once you do that, a little circle will appear. All right. To fasten and make a butt joint, okay, we need to select the end. All right. So this part right here, zoom out, and then we need to rotate over here, and we're going to fasten that to this part right here, to this end right there. When we do that, all right, when we know that it's right, go ahead and click this green check. And as you can see, that is a butt joint. All right, this end of my right side is meeting with this end of my front. Now, if you have multiple pieces, it will keep asking you to fasten. All right, in this case, we don't, so we're going to hit the red X, and then we're going to view it isometrically to get a better idea. So as you can see, this is my butt joint right here. All right, I'm going to go ahead and insert another right piece, or left piece this time. Again, clicking once and then clicking again. All right, and then I'm going to hit the green check. All right, and this time, again, hit the Fasten Mate, but I'm going to fasten this piece to my front. So I'm going to click, sometimes it helps to zoom in, I'm going to click on this edge right here. I'm going to rotate my screen over, and I'm going to fasten that to this edge right here. All right, go ahead and commit that. Right click, hit isometric, and as you can see, now I have my front and I have my right and left side. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and X out of this because I don't have any more pieces right now to fasten. And my final thing is I'm going to insert another back. All right, click once, click again, hit the green check. All right, and then I'm going to fasten this piece to my sides. So to do that, again, you hit Fasten Mate. come over here. I'm going to fasten this edge right here to this edge. Rotate it to make sure it looks good. Accept it. And then since we don't have any more pieces to fasten, exit out of that. Right click, isometric. And there is my box outline with basic butt joints. The final thing you're going to do in this video, or the final thing you're going to do for the butt joint, is you are going to create a technical drawing. To do that, similar to how we created the Part Studios, you're going to click down here to Insert New Element, Create Drawing, and this is the standard template with no views. Hit OK, and then a drawing will appear. And in this drawing, you'll be able to insert isometric, you'll be able to insert top view, front view, right side view, all within this sheet right here. So to do that, we're going to click on Insert View. All right, and then we need to click on Insert, and then it's going to ask us for Part Studios or Assemblies. We're going to insert the assembly we just did. And there might not be a preview available, but it's there, so we click Assembly. And it's going to give you some options now. What I want to do is I want to insert the isometric view first, so I change View Orientation to Isometric. And that always goes in the top right-hand corner. Once you do that, go ahead and hit Escape. And then we're going to insert our front, top, and right side as well. So we'll go to Insert again. View Orientation, Front. Click that. Then we can just slide it up, and our top view will appear. All right, it will only do 2 views at one time, so we need to go back in and insert our right side. And then hit Escape. And now you have your technical drawings. Final thing, if you want to make this shaded, just right click, hit Show Shaded View, and the colors will appear. So that kind of helps if you have a bunch of different parts and you need to see them broken down. So that is the butt joint. We talked about how to assemble our pieces. We also talked about how to draw our pieces. All right, this is what you will submit in your Google Slide. So this is what you will submit in your Google Slide. All right, you will just take a screenshot of this and you will crop it so I only see this drawing. In the next video tutorial, we're going to talk about how to do miter joints.